So what I found out about iPhone's benchmarks, I went to phonearena.com, and they actually have a really easy to use benchmark list for Apple iPhone 5, and it shows the last, well, actually not just 5, but it starts from 7 and goes down, and it shows how they benchmark their display. Their benchmark performances are actually listed against their competitors and against their prior phones, which, believe it or not, their last 4 phones have outdone most of their competitors, like Samsung, in all of their fields. They touch on things like camera speed and audio output, and so I would imagine that these are determined not only by the last year's standards set by themselves, but by their competitors, which seems to be Samsung and Motorola and things of that nature. So they like to set their bar, it looks to me, as 1/3 or more higher. From what I could see from viewing all of this, um, Apple does a lot of work on and believing in faster is better. Um, Better quality and things of that nature. I think they said faster is better. Um, with things like their camera, I guess what you see with a lot of other companies is they say they're twice as clear as Apple. Oh, they want to go ahead and take theirs speed further, speed and processing power, screen power, in the ability to capture a photo, and so they market themselves in what it looks like to be, or they where they have. Let me try to say this right. So they benchmark 3 times faster than 3 years ago. So 30% increases every year is their goal, and that's in everything, which is great because what we have seen with a lot of Android phones is that they just try to come up with a larger phone and not really give you any kind of space. They move slowly in processor speed, and I would say that Androids are a little bit more diverse, of course. So a lot of people seem to find favorites like Samsung or Motorola, or even like some of the off brands, people like Google phones, but they all seem to have flaws because they're not investing into a full amount into that program. It's just a software. With iPhone, they do can control about 25% of the market, so that's quite a bit of profit compared to being spread over so many different suppliers of phones. So they're able to actually invest higher amounts into their benchmarks and into where they want to peak for the next year. A lot of people have complained that they see the same thing year to year, especially this last year, except for they took away the headphone jacks and things like that. But what we are seeing is a trend that they are staying on the top of the market by being able to invest high amounts of money into that one particular product. So yeah, that's my take on it.